Bum bum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum da dum da da.
Oh my God.
my gosh.
What is going on? Why is it is 6:07 in the morning at Cumberland Farms, and it
shit.
treating this place like a racetrack.
Dude, you and I literally my heart right now. Oh my God, I think I just swallowed it. I mean, I know you can't do that, but you know what I mean.
You know what? This person's full front is totally messed up for a reason. Like,
yeah.
Why do people in little cars, like, is this? Oh my God.
Dude, that was like insane though.
As soon as it turned 6 o'clock, this place
and
has become an absolute
look at this person.
shit show. What is going on?
Yeah, I don't know. People are free. Dude, I can't. But that was so we literally almost witnessed a head-on collision, and it would have been really bad because it was, a
head-on collision.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. So,
welcome back to the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Welcome.
We're just two average, and I mean average girls taking their phone calls to the podcast.
You're welcome. I think I did that too early. See, it's not working for me. Hold on. I need to redo. You're welcome. I lost it. Damn it. I need to practice that again. It's okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
You like Instagram?
I am an Instagram person.
Do you ever get on reels that'll say, it'll be like this nostalgic, like music, like a typical Sunday in the 90s. And it's like different photos of like 90s themes. And then it'll be like, most interesting toys from the 80s or things that you had. Do you get any of that?
Yeah, not necessarily like that. Well, no, I'm saying not necessarily like that, but I mean, I have seen some things that are very nostalgic. Like a lot of the reels that I see are like people that are saying myself in 2004, and then they have exactly how we used to do our hair, makeup, wear the clothes, like so stuff like that pops up quite a bit, and those are funny because they're so true. The jeans with the, thicker belts, and you wore your shirts right above the top of where the belt was to show your stomach just a little bit, and the polos, and you had the camis under the polos.
Lined shirts. Yeah. Oh my God. All the lines on the shirt.
You know what I'm talking about,
the horizontal lines.
Yeah.
Arizona brand, Arizona Jean Co.
One of my school photos, I had a long sleeve online shirt. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I could probably see you.
Mm-hmm.
You were such a cute little string bean.
I was dude, I really was a string bean. I was so skinny. And you know what's so crazy too? My Grammy used to talk about my thighs. She used to call me Thunder Thighs. As skinny as I was, bro. Yeah.
Back then?
Yeah.
You know what you should have said to her?
What?
Hold my beer, Grammy.
I was so thin. Oh,
God, gross. To only go back to high school fat? Are you kidding? I posted something about that the other day.
Dude, that would be a blessing if I could go back to that size.
To go back to high school fat, you guys know what we're talking about.
You know what we're talking about. I would love to go back. Not as skinny as I was in high school because it really was kind of gross, but I mean, around that. I'd say me and my when I was 20, I'd say 20. I liked my size when I was 20 because I was going to the gym too. So I gained a little bit of weight, but you know what I mean? I wasn't
I think right out of high school.
A string bean.
Senior year, right out of high school, I was at my prime.
I think for me it was 19, 20.
And now my body is why? Oh my gosh, what a mess.
Dude. Dude, just a sip of coffee and you gain 5 pounds from the cream alone.
Yeah, now it's
and it goes straight to, for me, I know it goes straight to my stomach. I'm like, fuck this shit. Bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah.
But it does. It's I see why people reminisce so much about when they were born and when they went to high school, because I don't know, sometimes I forget that there's so much time that's passed. I'll look at people who are literally 2 years younger than us, And I'm like,
Right.
oh my God. I'm like, they have kids and a family. Like they're that old. And I'm like, Kate, you're such an idiot.
Dude.
But why do I do that? Like I look at people who are 2 years younger than me, like really young, because I remember them as little freshmen.
Yeah, but remember, like, look at the people that we did go to school with that are around our age, whether it's our same age, a year, younger or older or whatever. Like, we all have teenage kids now. That's
What is
freaking
going
weird, bro.
on?
We have kids, okay? We have kids that are literally in high school now. Oh, there's the mayor.
There's the mayor.
There's the
Okay.
mayor.
So here's an update. The mayor of Cumberland
I
Farms,
feel like
too.
he's avoiding us.
No, he's not
He
avoiding.
has to see us here. Like, he has to see us here.
I do want him on the podcast.
Same.
We talked about this on Christmas Eve.
We've talked about it quite a bit.
I want him on the podcast. But yeah, there's like time it goes by so fast and it just gets faster and faster and faster.
Dude.
And I feel like some years are an absolute blur. And I don't know. It's just like the 80s, the 90s, that's our childhood.
Girl.
And I love reminiscing about our childhood.
For sure. Yeah, I do too. I mean, I think I was one of very few people that, I don't know, I feel like I had a really great experience in high school. Like, I don't have bad memories from high school. I don't.
That's really good,
Like,
Shabs.
I had a really great time in high school.
High school's
I feel like,
fun.
right. I feel like, but not a lot of people had that experience, though. You know what I mean?
It can be challenging. There's no
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that would like to completely forget it. And listen, I totally respect that. But it's like for us, when we're going to these events, right? For our kids, it's so crazy because now we're at the ages where, we see some of our former teachers or whatever, and like we're talking to them on first name basis and stuff.
Oh,
And for me, I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's perfect. I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
When I'm writing an email to the school and oh my God. When I'm writing an email to a teacher at school, I always call them Mr. or Mrs. I am not on a first name basis. Now they can be on a first name basis with me, but I'm never ever use a first name.
I get corrected every time.
To do.
I get corrected every time. I do. Everybody's like, Sheena, really? And then I say, okay, sorry.
Yeah, I think it's different for you
parents.
though, but I'm talking about for like just the average one, like not somebody on the BOE. Like, what is it? Do you say Mrs. or do you say hello, Tina? Or do you say Mrs. blah, blah, blah as a parent?
I say Mr. or Miss. And then a lot of the time, so if I've had to send an email, okay, so then here's the thing, to your point. So if I've sent an email when it's related to my children, I send it to my personal, okay? Send it to my personal email. I don't send it through the other email, and you know what I'm talking about, because it's about a child. I'm reaching out as a parent, right?
Right.
Versus something else. I will send Mr. or Miss, their last name, and then depending on how they respond,
then you'll adjust.
Then I will adjust my response. So if it's like, Miss, and then, your last name, Mrs. F or whatever, I'll send that. And then when you respond back, best Kate or whatever, then I will say, Kate, thank you so much for the follow-up. It was great talking to you. I hope you have a wonderful week. Warmest regards, Shayna. Right. Or whatever. You know what I mean? So I will adjust that. But, there's a lot of times it's like even, and I think we may or may not have talked about this, and I apologize if we did, friends' parents. They correct me all the time. And it's so weird to call them by their first names.
Friends' parents?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Like, you might say Mr. or Miss, and they're like, Sheena, do not call me that, please. And I'm like,
to our friends' parents?
Yes.
I would never. We're the same age, practically all of us. Why would I do that?
You don't call them Mr. or Miss?
No.
That's so weird. That. I still do that. I still do that. And then I get corrected and they're like, Shayna, really?
So you're telling me.
You're a grown adult now.
So you're telling.
It's a respect thing. It's weird for me not to do that.
A friend's parent that's the same age as us.
No, they're not the same age as us. A friend's parent would be significantly older.
Friend's
parent, honey. So if I talk to your mom, I'm not going to call her by her first name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would say Miss
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, it
or
depends for
Mrs.
me,
is, you
yeah.
know what I mean? That's what I'm
But
talking
that's
about.
cultural.
Yeah, bro. I
It's
just
for
it's
you, I can see that.
yeah, it's hard. It's very hard to call them. Like if they ask me to do that, I will, but that's just not how I was raised.
I got it, I got it.
It's a respect thing.
Right, right, right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't want kids calling me Mrs. So and so because obviously I don't have the same last name as my daughter. So I'm like, just guys, just call me, and I will tell them Shayna, even though none of the kids call me Shayna anymore.
Well,
Thank you
they
to
call it.
you and Joss. They call me Shabba or Shabs when they see me all the time.
I could change. I could change the narrative of this in a second. All I have to do is give the school just a little thought of something, and I could easily make this whatever I want it to be.
I'm like,
I can
dude.
make it be shabba laba laba, sharba arba arba. Like
You know, if I
they
go
eat it
visit for
up.
if I go visit for things, it's like Shaba, and I'm like, guys, professional visit, don't do it. Professional. Love you
Shaba is
guys.
such a vibe.
I love you guys. I
I
love you
love
kids.
the nickname
I
Shaba.
love you kids, but listen, we have to be professional. Just
I have given up on trying to get people to say Kate. It's just to stop calling me Katie. I have tried everything.
dude, and you hate that. You hate when people call you Katie.
I
Oh my
I think
God.
Katie just I've never been a
That's not
Katie.
you. Yeah.
But yet every single time I correspond with someone that doesn't know me, it is always Katie. It always turns to Katie.
Which is so weird because everything says Kate.
Yes,
Like
look at me on
everything says
Instagram.
Kate.
It's Kate. Yes,
Yeah.
just everything you do.
Kate, not Katie. Yeah.
It's just Kate.
Yeah.
Why does it have to turn to Katie?
I don't, you know, it's so funny. I don't understand that either. I really don't understand that. Everything says Kate.
Everything.
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 Yeah. But it's so funny. I would love to see your facial expressions after somebody calls you Katie.
I was doing this deal with a client and we're talking over phone and email, and even my email again, Katie.
Did I tell you about the time Allie was little? I think she was like 4 or 5 years old. And so a little backstory for all the listeners. My oldest daughter's name is Alexandra. She had gotten that name because that was the name I was supposed to be. And it stuck with me my whole entire life. I always loved the name Alexandra. So my oldest daughter's name is Alexandra. Anywho, I call her Allie. I think I'm the only one who calls her Allie. When I talk about her, I say Alex because a lot of people know her as Alex. She goes by Alex. Mom calls her Allie. Fine. Anywho, ooh, I don't know what's going on right here, but so anywho, she had a relative when they were older, or when she was younger, they were significantly older, that liked to call her Lexi. And this relative, sweet as pie, like they meant nothing by it, very loving, you know, adores my daughters, but she liked the name Lexi. And Allie wasn't having it. She hated that name. And I remember when she was a certain age, she says to said relative, mind you, they're significantly older, right? She says, I not Lexi, I Alex. And I just was like, oh my goodness. Cause, you know, we've always taught her to, you know, speak up. If she doesn't like something, she has to let people know. And, you know, she did that. It was how she did it. I was like, oh my goodness, baby girl, you gotta be nice. Oh my God. But yeah, she, you know, let her know she is not Lexi. Like, she doesn't like the name Lexi. Do not call her Lexi. She's Alex. And it's, you know, the same thing. People call her Alexandria, or they say, oh, is it Alexandria? I'm like, where do you guys see an I in her name? It's Alexandra. Alexandra. And if you don't want to call her Alexandra, call her Alex. It's fine. But I don't, you know, that reminded me of the whole Lexi thing. She was not here for Lexi. And you know, Alex, she's not a Lexi. She's not a Lexi, not even close. You know what I mean? So I feel you on the Katie situation. Kate?
Katie.
Katie! Listen, I get it.
I do have an issue at Big Y, and
Uh-oh.
I'm telling you guys here because I'm hoping that you guys will shut your mouths and not say anything to anybody that works at this Big Y.
Mm-mm.
But there is a person at Big Y who I adore, and I'm not going to say her name, but I've known her for years now. For many of these years, she has called me Kelly. and I've never corrected her.
Really?
Because I don't know why. For me, I just don't like to correct people. If you think I look like a Kelly, I think the name Kelly is beautiful. So
Right. And so is Katie. So is the name Katie.
right.
Yeah.
So I just figure why even correct her? So, one time turns into 2 times, turns into 300 times, turns into 3 years, turns into 5 years. So it's probably been going on for 5 years now. And every time she sees me, and I love her dearly, as soon as I walk in Big Y, she'll go, Kelly! And I know exactly who's here.
Oh.
Now, here's the problem. Last year, I was in line. She was bagging, and then another girl that I'm friends with was cashiering. Now, I'm very nervous because I know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I know that she's going to go, hey, Kelly.
And the other girl's going
And
to
she's going to
correct
be like,
her.
who are you talking about? Right? So needless to say, it kind of happened. So and the cashier's like, what did you just call her? And I'm like, bleh. I got like really loud. I'm like, bleh. I like changed the subject.
Yeah, like leave it
Blah, blah, blah.
alone, leave it alone.
And then I told her, I said, listen, I'm in this really big kind of debacle here. I said, I never corrected her. So she thinks my name's Kelly. I said, so if she calls me Kelly in the store, don't correct her.
Oh no.
And now I'm in this. So this is where you should just probably correct somebody.
Right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now we're going on year 5 or 6 here of Kelly. And I'm not Kelly. I'm Kate.
I get called
It's really tough.
Shauna a lot.
People do not know what I would, if I looked at your name, I would say Shanna.
Well, okay. So, you know what? That makes sense to me.
Shanna.
Right. But how do you get Shauna out of the spelling of Shayna? Like, I could understand Shanna because the way that it's spelled, so the way my name is spelled, I believe it's the Gaelic way is without the I. The Hebrew way is with an I. You can also spell it with a Y. Or 2 N's. That's how you can spell Shayna. All the ways you can spell Shayna.
What do you think your mom was thinking when she named you Shanna?
I don't really know. She was watching a soap opera when she was in labor, and that's how I got my name. It was some character from
I don't judge her because that's how I name.
What the heck is it called? From a soap opera.
That's so great.
I think it was called like Loving or something like that. I don't know. Y'all know. You guys
were
know
named after a soap opera character.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is so
yeah.
funny.
So I was Alexandra up to delivery, and while she was in labor, she was watching the soap opera, and the character's name was Shane, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, I love that name. Thank you, Mom. I love my name too." But yeah,
so, I wonder how the character spells their name.
Well, so I know of 2 other Shaynas that I've met in my lifetime.
That's it?
Yeah, I've only met 2 other Shaynas.
Common,
it does sound common, but it's not right. I've met 2 other Shaynas, and the 2 other Shaynas, nope, I take that back. I know of 3 Shaynas. 2 of them spell it the same exact way I do. 1 of them spells it with 2 N's. So I know of 3 Shaynas. 2 spell it Shana. 1 of them spells it Shann.
Do you know what that sounds like to me?
What?
Shanna. With 2 N's. It should be Shayna. Shayna.
That's one way you can spell
to
it.
the na. Oh remember, I love that. Oh my
God. That video was so funny.
That's my favorite. One of my favorite nicknames is
made that for my birthday.
Shay to the na.
Oh my gosh. So 1 year for my birthday, Kate makes a video. She makes a video every year for my birthday, and they're the best. They're always freaking funny, and I love them. And she made this video about how my name came to be Shabba. And she was talking to people about me either changing my name to Shay to the Na, quite literally, legally changing my name to Shay to the Na, or just keeping Shabba. And it was the funniest freaking thing, dude. It was funny. I hated Shabba for a while.
You don't always hear of people getting nicknames that stick as good as yours, which just makes me wonder why you don't get your name changed. Well,
no.
Because the thing is, at some point, nobody's going to know you as Shayna ever again. It's always, if you someday run for a political, if you ran for something, like that's the only thing I can think of. Like, or if you get on, you almost have to use the term Shabba more than Shayna because, okay, if in our town, I'm telling you right now, in our town,
Mm-hmm.
if you ran for something, you would have a better result using Shabba than you would Shayna.
Dude, I'm not changing my name. I
And if
love
I was
my
on
name.
her
I
team,
love my name, Sheena. I love that name.
and if I was on the marketing team, even if you requested that change to have the sign say Shayna, I promise you I'd change it back to Shabba because I know how to win.
Oh my God, dude. I
Yeah.
can't. I love my name. I do. I love the name Sheena.
FEMA's
really
ready.
do.
We're ready. We look like two agents just sitting here chilling.
Remember the time we dressed up at Ocean State Job Lot and we looked like a mixture of
We look
bad boys
ridiculous.
meets like people that are looking for gators meets like Night Watch meets I don't like some kind of marshals or something like that.
And
We
that
had
just
the
FYI,
vests on
I'm
and the black
sorry.
hats, and then like we had a whole uniform. It was
We did a
we gotta
dance to it
find that.
too.
We
I
gotta
know
find that picture.
exactly.
We gotta post that photo so that they know.
I have all of that, but
Yeah.
I have videos that I want to post too. We have videos that need to be posted.
We do.
Shabba.
The videos and the pictures over the years. Oh my God, we have a lot of content from over the years.
We have a lot of content from over the years.
Yeah, a lot. A lot, bro. A lot. Man, good times.
Good times.
It was the summer of 23.
Damn, that summer of 23 was, ooh, child.
It was an interesting one for the three of us.
Things are gonna get easier.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get brighter. We will tell you guys about summer of 23, but we gotta save that for when we feel like you guys are ready. Because that is
The summer of 23.
episode.
We better not even commit to see episode 100 because we are technically we're probably close to episode 85.
Well, all I know is summer of 23. We definitely need to let our listeners know because I feel like we talk about or we sing summer of 23 all the time. People are like, what the heck happened the summer of 23? A lot, guys. A lot. So brace yourselves.
So brace yourself. Like
a lot.
Britney Spears, call us. We know tings, girl. We can
Summer of 23 was an interesting one.
Not every summer can be calm.
Yeah.
Just a little reminder, you can go to our website always if you want to listen to the podcast, stream the latest episodes, and you don't want to be on a particular app, you can go right there, twotalkingfools.com. You'll see it right at the top. Merchandise, always available, always fresh, new stuff coming ASAP. I just got to sit down and upload this stuff, you guys. We got some really cool things. Got some feedback, got some pink things coming for some requests. And really, it's February, and thank God we're out of January, and thank God we're going into spring because this has been a very long winter.
Yeah, it's been a long winter, but it's weird. Like, we haven't really had snow that stuck, right? At all. If you think about it, we really haven't had snow that stuck. But it's been this is the coldest winter that I can possibly think of.
Very cold.
I may be wrong, but I just feel like this has been the coldest winter.
No, truly. I mean, like right now, it's like 10 degrees out. It is the coldest winter.
It's the coldest winter, bro.
And it's just like dark. It's just dark. It's so a dark winter.
It's so dark.
Yeah, it's very dark. And I realize the dark is very confining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for spring. I'm very excited to be in February, short month, and then we just get into March, baby. And then you start to see little flowers.
Buds,
and New Englanders, we come back to life.
We do.
With the seasons.
We come out of hibernation.
To be fair, for those of you who are listening that aren't in New England, I would like to give us some credit because there are some really dark months from like, say, December, January, even, February can be, thank God it's short. Like they're a little bit rough. Like it's for some people, they don't like necessarily enjoy this aspect, but then once spring comes, then we all kind of thrive again. And then we all kind of hibernate, in the winter.
It's true.
But it's not easy. And I say it like how great it would be if we always had sun. How nice it would be just to have sun.
I think things would be definitely a lot different for people,
I think so too, Shabs.
Yeah, 1,000%.
So we're excited. And you know what? We're excited. God bless another day. We're here. We're breathing air.
Woke up.
The sun is coming up. The sky is literally illuminating in front of our eyes.
For sure.
The sunrise is coming up to my right-hand side here. Dollar General is, their lights are on. Looks like they're getting ready for a busy day. Busy day. Cumberland Farms, the mayor's here. So all is right with the world. And you've got your two talking fools. And it's time for another episode. So we are on to the next one.
And remember to smile. The sun rises each day, no matter what.
I love that.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Shops. Let's get into another one.
On to the next one.
Blah, blah.